The retail industry has been a challenging spot for investors. Even before the COVID pandemic, the brick-and-mortar store model was under attack as customers increasingly shopped online. Companies that didn't offer a friendly online shopping experience were increasingly irrelevant. Then the pandemic hit, forcing many retailers to close their doors to thwart the spread of the virus. Every retailer suddenly needed a top-notch online operation. Big box retailers such as Target and Walmart, which offer household necessities alongside other products, flourished. Mall-based department stores and specialty shops suffered. Brooks Brothers, J.Crew, JCPenney, and Neiman Marcus were among the many retailers filing for bankruptcy protection in 2020. But as the economy reopened and households felt on firmer financial footing thanks to savings and fiscal stimulus, the retail industry's prospects improved. In fact, the SPDR S&P Retail Exchange Traded Fund, which tracks retail stocks, has soared above pre-pandemic levels.
It takes no great effort to visualize the profits in store for you.
One retailer heading in the right direction is Nordstrom. The Seattle-based high-end department store operator boasts 468 locations and has long been known for its top-notch customer service. Our retail reporter Logan Moore covers Nordstrom, and here's what she likes about the company.
Nordstrom is a good play for any investor who's sort of looking to get involved in a sort of semi-luxury company who has a loyal, solid customer base that seems to be somewhat unchanging despite, last quarter's earnings sort of reflecting the opposite. A lot of analysts and investors that I talked to said that this was just only because of the supply chain issues that they were having and that loyal customer base will be there from now on. They also sort of got involved in the e-commerce online, those sorts of operations very early on. So they've got it down to a T as far as efficiency goes. About 40% of their revenue comes from online sales. So that's something that investors like as well.
Big brands want to be in Nordstrom stores as it gives them cachet. Still, Nordstrom stock is controversial. Brands are also trying to get more of their sales directly from consumers through their own websites and using social media to attract a following. Nordstrom will have to adjust its social media strategy to compete.
I think one of the things that investors are a little bit concerned about regarding Nordstrom is actually the fact that they're not using social media like they could, sort of compared to their counterparts like Macy's, who is sort of, on an e-commerce giant when you sort of talk about, their role in social media and how their brands are really targeted toward Gen Z and millennials. They have a whole separate section similar to Nordstrom does for younger people. Nordstrom, a lot of analysts are concerned about the fact that they don't use it as much as they should. So that's something that a lot of investors are waiting to see whether or not they get involved in, and that will sort of decide whether or not they propel or, sort of arrange their investments more in line toward Nordstrom.
One thing that stands out about Nordstrom compared to other department stores is that it is a high-end retailer. While customers may want to shop online for basics, they might choose to shop for expensive apparel and other goods in a full-service store that offers alterations and customization.
You've been such a help. You really seem to know what I was looking for.
So far, Nordstrom has been smart about offering the right service mix. Roughly 40% of Nordstrom sales come from online. It has 100 full-service stores and caters to local tastes with smaller stores featuring curated selections.
I do think it is a really good cheap play for investors who want to get involved in sort of a semi-high-end retailer who offers a lot of different brands, especially when retailers right now are sort of playing this direct-to-consumer role, where rather than going through a third-party retailer like Nordstrom, they're sort of navigating it directly to consumers. Nordstrom, I think, is still one of those really unique companies which continues to sort of serve all kinds of different brands for, more traditional investors who might still be looking for that opportunity.
Nordstrom stock looks cheap when compared to other department store shares. It recently traded at 10 times projected 2022 earnings. For investors, Nordstrom looks like a bargain.